Hi, it's Nilda, and I want to talk to you a little bit right now about valuing yourself, and finding your self-worth. When we fall into abusive relationships, it is so easy for us to no longer value ourselves. We have negative thoughts running through our head. Sometimes those thoughts have been planted there by somebody else, believe it or not. But through things that are said to us and the way we are treated, we begin to believe that we're not worth it. I'm not shit. I don't deserve to live. I just wish I could die. I remember feeling that way. And it's extremely painful to go through. But I also understand that during that period, I didn't value myself. And through my experience, I got a chance to see how it happens to a person. It happens to men and women just alike. Understand that even though you may have had a lot of self-esteem when you were young, that can be taken away from you, especially when you allow it. And we usually allow it because there's somebody that we love so much that we care more about what they think about us than what we think about ourselves. So I can say that that is something that I did. I cared more about what he had to say about me than what I thought of myself. So first thing you have to realize is that you are valuable. You are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect. You are worthy of honor. And if that person that you are with does not respect you, love you, and honor you, don't expect them to change, because they're not going to. You see, they are who they are. And the relationship that has been established with you is done. So even if you go to another relationship and your new spouse or boyfriend never treats you with disrespect or dishonors you, and your ex does the same exact thing, together you've already set a pattern for how you treat each other. And so you can expect that that person will continue to disrespect you, and there's really nothing you can do to change them, because you see, you can't change anybody except yourself. Only you can change you. If that person chooses to change themselves, that's absolutely wonderful. But you cannot expect that from them. There's no amount of praying, there's no amount of control, there's no amount of manipulation. You can't use your kids against them. You can't use money against them. You can't use sex against them. You cannot control anybody but yourself. So the first thing you have to do is that you have to value yourself. Forget about what they said. Everything they have told you, forget about it. Look at yourself. Look at what a wonderful person you are. What a wonderful parent you are. What a wonderful artist you are. What a wonderful wife you are. Whatever it is that's wonderful about you, I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to write down those things that are wonderful about you. Those things that people compliment about you all the time. Ever since you were a little girl, people, or a little boy, or whoever's listening to this, those things that you were told as you were a child and as you were growing up and as an adult, those things that people admire of you, write those things down. I want you to remember every time that man tells you that you're worthless, that man tells you that you're no good, that man that tells you that you can't remember anything, that all you do is make mistakes, that man, every time he insults you, I want you to go back to your list and I want you to remind yourself why you are valuable, what's so great about you. I want you to remember. And also remember this, that if you believe that person, whatever you believe will come true. So if you believe that you're no good, all of a sudden you begin to behave as if you were no good. I saw myself do that. Now, trust me, I was a straight A student in high school, in college. I was always on the honor roll, always on the dean's list, always part of the National Honor Society. I was always ahead of my class. Yet when he would tell me that I wasn't as smart as I thought I was, all of a sudden, I started doing things that fell into the pattern of somebody that wasn't intelligent. All of a sudden, I was dumb. I thought I was dumb. I looked at myself like I was dumb, and my actions reflected that I was dumb. But why? Because I believed what he said about me. I had such high regard for him that whatever he said was gold. That was a mistake I made. Now, that is true for many things. That may be true as far as your cooking. So don't believe the lies. They are lies. It's not true. You are not who he says you are. You are who you are. You know who you are. You remember back to that day. Remember to those days, that part of your life when you felt successful and you felt wonderful about yourself. Remember those days. Remember those wonderful things that you do, those things that so many people admire about you. Remember those things. The more you remember what a wonderful person you are, and the more you choose to not listen to the lies and recognize them for lies and call them what they are. That doesn't mean you have to tell him, but every time he says it to you, go back and remind yourself he's lying. It's not true. That's not true. That's not who I am. That might be who I've become because I believed him, but that's not who I truly am. Well, I really, really hope that this information helps you and that you find yourself, because you're in there and you are beautiful, you are magnificent, you are wonderful, you are powerful, and you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be honored, and you deserve to be respected. Have a wonderful day.